Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here we successfully complete our contact component, right? And here one things I noticed, like here if you go to that scrolling down and there is a footer part. Into the footer part right now, if you go to that our locking component, you can see our locking component actually started from here. That means in this view. So I want to do when you redirect it to our another component page, or first of all that will be actually started from to the beginning. And if you go to that scrolling down here, if you go to that our home, you can see into the home page actually loaded from our feature product bar rather than the another place. It should be load from our beginning level. So if you want to do that work, it's very easy. I want to do first of all I want to solve this. If you go to your parent component, so that is all the parent component. In the parent component in our home page, there is a component. After that, as I told you before, there is another on the method as a component did mount. So with this we can actually fix this problem. I make it as a component did mount. Okay, component did mount, as I told you, one of the method when you run this class, first of all this will be executed and rest of this all that method, all that component will be loaded later. So now first of all into the component did mount area, here I want to use one of the window methods. So that is a window. Okay, window. So with this window I want to use it as a scroll. SCROLL scroll. See scroll I want to make it as a 0 to 0. Okay, then that will be actually started from the beginning. So 0 to 0. Simple work. Only we have to add this component did mount. We have to load this window scroll, which will be as a in our X that will be as a 0, in our Y that will be actually 0. Okay, so it will be get that our first skin. So I copy it. And also I want to update that thing same in our contact page. Into the contact page I updated this part, and in our logging page also here I want to update it. Okay, now click as a save all, and now if you go now this problem will be solved. Click as a refresh. Like right now I go to the footer, and now from here if you go to that logging, yes, you can see it's now loading from to the beginning. Okay, and also if you go to that our contact page, yes, you can see it's now loading from to the beginning. Okay, and here you can see this white is little bit high. You can, if you want to change it, that is in our footer. That is, sorry, not the footer, this is a contact. You can see there is a wide height. You can manage it from here. So right now I'm going to use it as a 500 or 550. Okay, 550. Now let's check this out. Click as a save all. Now refresh it. It's much better, right? It's much better. Perfect. So now friend, in this video I will do the same things, and I hope it will be very easy to you, and also I recommend it to try to do that work. Okay, try to do that work by yourself rather than I also want to share this. So I want to create another 3 of this component as a purchase, the privacy policy, and the refund. Like first of all I want to create this purchase. I copy it, and procedure will be just like that same, but I close everything. Okay, I close everything. There is a contact, I close it. So now first of all we have to create the parent component in our pages. I want to create another new file, name it as a page purchase page dot JSX, right? I create it. I want to create another class based component. Our component is now successfully created, which is totally fine. Then we have to load that fragment, right? That is a fragment, and then I want to copy everything from our user logging. Also I want to load this our component did mount. So in our component here I want to load it. So that will be actually started from our beginning, and then I want to copy the total frame, that is a fragment. I copy it, and then here that will be as a fragment, right? That is a fragment. And also we have to load all that our page, that is all that our component, but I copy it, and then here I want to load all that our component. Perfect. And now that is our first work, and then we have to do what, we have to load another component, right? Another child component. So before load this child component I want to create another route. If you go to our app route, into the app route, better I want to create another component first in our, that is our common, and there is a pages and the component. Into the component area I want to create another folder first. I want to create another folder as a other. Okay, other or others. Into the others folder here I want to create another component. I name it as a purchase okay, purchase dot JSX. So that will be our another component I create as a RCE. I want to create another class based component, and here I want to load one of the fragment. Okay, fragment, I'll load this fragment. Great. So now we have to create another route. That means app, if you go to that app URL, into the app URL and to create another route, I copy it. So that will be very easy. I make it as a purchase. Okay, that will be as a purchase. So into the purchase area, that will be our URL, and here we have to load which component. We have to load our this parent component, right, into the pages, and there is a purchase page. I'm going to load it as a purchase. Okay, purchase page. You can see now purchase page. I simply loaded purchase page from our pages and then the purchase. Great. Now first of all I want to complete all the page, so that will be in our others, into the others, and also if you go to our purchase here, now we have to load our this component. So that is a component name as a purchase, not that user logging. I make it as a purchase PUR. You can see there is a purchase. Now I load this purchase. Yeah, our purchase is loaded. Right now we don't need this user logging, we don't need this. I remove it. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So now that should be display, and then in our purchase, into the purchase area, it will be, everything will be just like our contact or logging, whatever you choose. So that I copy everything from our contact. I copy this total fragment. I copy it. Now in our purchase, I update this pigment, and now also we have to load this, our container, row, column, everything I want to do and to load it. Okay, that will be comes from our React Bootstrap, right friend? So now I want to do that is our I only want to take one row. This row I want to do and to delete. So there is another row. This row is handed here, so I remove it. Okay, I make it as a clean, which is totally fine. First of all I want to take one of the h4 tag. Okay, into the h4, that will be as a our purchase page. Okay, purchase page. So that is our purchase page, and here I want to do and to use another class name that I have already created. Okay, I have already created in our, if you go to that bottom, into the bottom logging, you can see for the logging I have actually used this as a padding 5 and wide 100%. There is a button, not this. Here if you go to the typo, like this one, okay, this one I want to actually use. I copy it as a section title and then the contact. So now I want to use it in here. That will be our h4, and also I want to take another p tag. So that will be a p tag, and here I want to load some of the demo text, and here also I want to use some of the class name. Class name will be for our where if you go to the typo, there's a font size. I actually use the 18, right? 18, and the section title. So section title logging, here I'm actually using the 30 pixel. So that I want to make it here. That will be our this one. Okay, that will be our this one, and then for this I want to use it as a this section title, because that is actually font size as a 18. So now I want to use it here. Okay, I want to use it here, and I want to use some of the demo text from Easy Learning, Be in Touch for education purpose. I'm actually using this type of another text. Better I copy everything, and now here I paste it. Okay, I paste it. So I put some of the bracket. So there is a bracket. So lately every data will be comes from our database, and also here I will use some of the animation. A lot of the things we'll do actually for make this site professional. Don't worry about it. Okay, so now let's check this out. Click on the save all. Now if you want to access it, that is in our footer, right? So into the footer area I want to use our this route, that is a footer desktop. So I have used that our app name as a purchase. So now in our footer desktop, that will be as a purchase. Okay, for the purchase. Now click as a save all. Now go to our site. Now refresh it. Go to that purchase. Perfect. You can see. So friend, as I told you, later you will actually use some of the loading animation, and also all the data will be comes from our database, and we will manage everything from our admin panel. Okay, so first of all, I simply design it. So now there is a purchase page. Great. So now I want to copy everything, and then I will create another two of this as a privacy. I copy it. There is a privacy. Now let's do that work. First of all, we don't need this. Also, I remove everything. Okay, I remove everything from to this position. Great. So now let's do the same work again. There is a pages here. I want to create another new file. I name it as a privacy page, privacypage.jsx, and I may create another class-based component as a RCE. So now I created another class-based component. Here I want to load one of the fragment. I simply loaded, which is totally fine. Okay, which is totally fine. And also better I want to create another one. I name it as a refund. Okay, that will be as a refund. I want to do that work at a time. I create as a refund page .jsx. I hope, as I told you friend, try to do that work without watching this video. That is just like our logging page, just like our contact us page, right? So now there is a two component as a privacy page. So better I copy everything from our pages. That is our purchase page. From to the purchase page, first of all I want to copy this component did mount. There is a privacy page. I want to load this, and also in our refund page I want to create another class-based component with the RCE. Great. And then I want to create another one as a fragment. That will be as a fragment. I load this fragment, and then I load this our component did mount. Okay, now also I want to copy everything. There is a fragment. I copy this total fragment for the privacy page. Okay, and also I want to paste it in our refund page. I simply loaded both of this. Great. And then I want to create two of this page in our others. Okay, into this others area I want to create another component as a privacy and .jsx, and that will be as RCE class-based component. And then here I want to use that fragment. Okay, I want to use that as a fragment. So that is our fragment is loaded, and I want to create another one. I want to create another one as a refund, right? So that will be as a refund, FUND, refund page. So refund.jsx, and then the RCE. I create class-based component, which is totally fine, and then that will be as a fragment. I load this fragment, right? Perfect. So what exactly we have to do now in our privacy page, area here, that should be not that purchase, it should be loaded our this page in our others, and that is a privacy, right? Now I want to load it as a privacy, PRI. You can see there is a privacy, so I loaded that privacy, and also it's loaded that privacy. And also here we have to load our rest of this. Better I go to our purchase page. I have to load it. I copy it, and then in our pages, that is a privacy page, here I want to load it. So purchase is not active, you can see, because here we don't need this. I want to remove it. Perfect. And also I want to do the same things. I copy it for the refund page. First of all I want to load it, and then here I want to load our which page. I want to load our others, and then refund component. So that will be as a refund. Okay, refund. You can see there is a refund component. I loaded this refund component. Refund component is loaded. Privacy, we don't need this. I remove it. Perfect. How much easy it is, you can see. Now I click the save all. So right now we don't need this, and also we don't need this. Now we have to create two of this URL. That means two of this route. I copy it, and first and second. So first of all, that is a purchase, and then the privacy, and then I make it as a refund. Okay, refund. So for the privacy, so we load our privacy page as a privacy, PRI, privacy page, right? So there is a privacy page. There is a privacy is loaded. What is the privacy page? VSCY. I want to do, that is our privacy page component, right? So now I want to load it. So that is our privacy and privacy page. So now I want to load it. That will be as a privacy. You can see there is a privacy page. Now I want to load this privacy page, which is totally fine. And then the refund, also you have to load that refund. Okay, refund. When you actually not get these things in here, first of all, just simply open this component. So that is our refund page, right? I want to load this refund page component. So now I want to load it as a here as a refund. You can see now actually is visible as a refund page. Now I want to load this refund page. Also, it's now inputted our refund page from our pages and the refund page. Great. Okay, now we have to put that two of this link. So this link I want to use it in our footer desktop, right? Into the footer desktop there is a privacy, so that will be as a privacy. And also there is another one as a refund. I copy it, so that will be as a refund. So I simply updated both of these in here. Now click as a save all. So right now our refund here, we don't need this, and also footer desktop, we don't need this. So now go to our other page as a purchase, which I have already done. So now I copy total fame, that is our Figment. I copy it, and now we have to update it in our privacy page. I paste it, and also we have to load our all the data, that means all the container from the React Bootstrap. I copy it. So that will be not that purchase page, that will be as a privacy page, right? CY privacy page. Or for education purpose, I want to make it everything as the same. And then also there is another one, but I copy it, and now in our refund page I load it. And then from our privacy, there is a purchase page. I copy the total Figment. I copy it. Now go to that refund. Here I want to update it, so that will be one of the refund page. Okay, refund page. Perfect. So that's all. Now if you click as a save all, I have already updated that URL. That means here. Now click as a refresh. So now there is our purchase page, right? There is a purchase page. Go to that privacy. Yes, our privacy page is successfully loaded, and it is also loaded from the beginning. Refund page, yes, you can see our refund page is loaded. So everything is happening without loading this page. Our logging page, our contact us page, our purchase page, our privacy page, and then refund page. So later we will actually use some of the loading animation, so then that will be very interactive. Okay, then that will be very interactive. Great. So friend, now everything's worked perfectly, and in our next video I want to create one of the details page. As I told you friend, first of all I want to actually design our total theme. Here I didn't load any theme. We just simply develop our this theme with using that React, right? First of all, I want to design everything. Then every data will be dynamic. Every data will create some of the APIs, will consume all that APIs data from our database, and then we will actually load it. Just stay with me. Everything step by step will be more clear to you, and after end of this course I hope React will be very easy to you. So in our next video I want to create one of the details page. That means if you click it on here, then that will be redirected to one of the product details page, right? So how can create this details page? In our next video I will show you that things with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.